this user said, "More Aquarion, please." So, here you go, just because you asked so incredibly politely. Hello and welcome to the Nugget McChicken YouTube channel. Today you will go and see Aquarion being played by me. And you will get to see an Aquarion opener that really works. You will get to see a way to get going with Aquarion, because it can get quite hard to play this tribe very well because they are not the best. You will get to see how to battle with these fishy boys, and then you can see how Aquarion can be incredibly strong. You'll also get to see some incredible luck, and that's a little bit of a spoiler. And if you like this type of content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, because it really helps me out with the evil algorithm of the YouTube. So without further ado, let's get right into this game. We are going to be playing Aquarion as mentioned before, and we are playing against Kiku on a 256 continents map, which is my favorite at the moment. So looking at our spawn, it is actually very interesting that we didn't spawn on a corner or anything. We spawned right next to a body of water, and we are connected to even more water. And this tile over here is also interesting because it does indicate that there will be land. And looking at our opponent's spawn here, they have also an interesting spawn. There is probably a village over here, and there is just a chunk of land. Maybe we're even connected. But looking at these spawns, I would say that we are quite advantaged in this case. And yeah, I mean, Aquarion is not the greatest tribe. I'm going to be very honest, I think that Kiku is still way better. But in this case, when you get lucky like this, you do have a chance, at least. So, let's get started on this replay, shall we? Okay, so we do have an interesting choice here. We could go for another amphibian, but I chose to not do that because there is fruits to this side and to this side, which really meant that I could expand over the land rather than the water to that side. And we do get lucky that we find this village over here on turn 0. And now for our opponent, they just do the standard Kiku stuff. Yep, quite simple. There's no fruits, unfortunately, but we are playing Aquarion, so we can't really trust that we are going to have the right economy for the job. So that was to be expected, really. Opponent trades another warrior, and that's it for them. They have 2 fruits in this village over here, as well as on their capital, which means that they can and should probably go for organization, and after that they probably need to get sailing. Now for our spawn over here, we do find yet another village, and notice how we have like the worst economy possible, but we are out expanding our opponent here, which is one of the most important things, right? But I need you to know that expanding from the center of the map is way easier than expanding from a corner. And that's just because you're just closer to everything, and being closer means you can get there way quicker. And since we have amphibians, the water really doesn't slow us down. So Yeah, very epic. Very lucky. Opponent here does grab organization as to be expected, since that's just the best choice they have at the moment. And yeah. We do get organization as well. We do get a workshop, and we see a lovely ruin over there. Now we don't have free diving yet, and it's going to be very expensive to get it, but I feel like we can get somewhere. Yep, our opponent does take that village and does upgrade. They seem to be quite landlocked. There might be some land bridge over here, but that's not the greatest. On the other hand, we love being connected to everything by water, so that really does help us with our spawn. Keku kind of needs a combination of land and water to be really effective, and Aquarion just only needs a bunch of water. Well, you can see what I'm doing here, right? It is really focusing on trying to grab any village as soon as I can, because Aquarion just doesn't need anything else other than maybe spearing and some economy to back it up. And that's just the way Aquarion works, and that has always been like that, and it will probably not change until the change that they are going to roll for the special tribes overall, which is probably going to take a while still. Opponent does find another village, and they see that they are not land connected to us. Unfortunate for them. Now we decide to not go with free diving on this turn, because this amphibian here has somewhere else to go. We just need to take the villages and not try to get distracted from that. And we are just going to try to rack up the advantage in the early game, because Keku is quite slow compared to Aquarion to get on the water. Usually it takes them like minimum 6 turns to really get onto the water. And in the meantime, we are just expanding all over the place. Yep, they find a lighthouse. Here they make a little misplay. Due to them finding the lighthouse, they should have been able to upgrade this city and take resources, and from there they could also just place this port still. Small misplay. Just cost you like a bit of progress, which is just a bummer. Here we do get free diving because we can get onto the ruin, and we see another ruin over here, and our warrior and amphibian are still exploring, and we see another village here. And these ruins are really nice because Aquarion really doesn't have a great way of boosting the economy early game. So yeah, that's really the plan here. Just get lucky and then try to find out how to battle Keku. Because Keku is probably the strongest tribe in the game for 256 continents. Maybe Imperius is just as good, but I would say that Keku is overall in a better position to win than Aquarion. Now they upgrade that city. Huh. Connected. Yep. That is the right play. And they train another warrior. Maybe they should have trained that other warrior in their capital instead. Especially since they can see the starfish. Probably would have been the better play, to be honest. And they do see this village now. we get a bomber, which is just great, honestly. It's just almost the best thing you can get. Maybe spearing would be even better, but we don't have the economy to back it up. So that's kind of hype. Compare the way that we are playing to the way that Kiku is playing. No, you say. And then I'm like, look at this. We have a bunch of units, while our opponent is moderating their expenses on their technologies as well as on units. And I have noticed that just having more cities is just better. And due to how we spawned and which tribe we are playing, we are in a great shape, in a great position to win. They can't keep us from getting that city. And I want you to know that this is also very interesting about Aquarion. The amphibians are just a great way to counter the scouts. And scouts are the only technology that you usually need in the early game because you are going to expand with them. Well, amphibians. Well, calculate this, right? Amphibians cost 3 stars. A scout costs 7 stars minimum. And one amphibian can deal 5 damage to a scout, while it retaliates only 2. That's a very favorable trade, if you ask me. So, that is just very incredible if you can get to play Aquarion against other tribes that go onto the water. The trick to play against Aquarion, as I showed in this video you will get to see in the iCard, is to not go onto the water and just battle them on the land as much as possible. Because Aquarion is completely and utterly useless on the land. Take an explorer. Does go the right way. We see their capital. We see that they only have 3 cities at the moment, and they're going to capture another one. But look at this. We just have control over most of the map already. The only village that they possibly could take is this, and maybe some stuff over here. But really though, because we spawn so close to the middle of the map, we can just slap them out of existence basically. And all of these ruins, this is number 3, and they only have 1 here, is ruins are just very strong, and they can mean a lot to you if you are a bit lucky. And in this game, we definitely are very lucky. We are even out echoing our opponent here, which is crazy since we are playing Aquarion. Yeah, that's nice and all, but have you considered Womp? Hunting. Yeah, look at all of these captures. We are just showering them in units basically, and they have no way to beat that at the moment, at least. The best solution I can think of at the moment would be to get agriculture, which is incredibly expensive, and then try to ram the amphibians, because amphibians are not a great trade against rammers, because rammers are just way more durable and they do great retaliation damage. They're basically swordsmen on water. So, not a great trade. They finally try to stop us from capturing stuff, and they get onto the starfish over there. So they're trying to turn the tide. It's not going to work. We got archery. That's cool, I guess. But we're just, as I said before, we're just showering them in units. They get navigation to capture that. And they do get a bomber, which is a bummer. But yeah, we can get all the value. We get meditation, completely useless. Workshop. Well, that's nice and all. But yeah, we already have control over basically the entire map, and there's no way that Kiku is going to win that. So that's how to win using Aquarion. Quick recap: get lucky and make use of that. Get some ruins, get lucky with the ruins, and try to just be better than your opponent. That's just how this game went. That's just how it works, okay? So that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps me out with playing the game. Yeah. Alright, so that's it for today. Hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!